Very well. Welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sim 2 The Last Age. Last time we entered the fog to where Lemuria is. We had a hard fight with Poseidon or whatever. Unfortunately, our best girl did not get any experience because she died during that fight, and she was dead at the end. But in any case, now we are all ready to get into Lemuria. We heard of Lemuria a lot. Since Golden Sun 1, we've been hearing of this place. Bobby went to Lemuria in the past, and he got out with a drought that allowed them to live a lot longer. Apparently, people here are either immortal or live for a long time. So let's check it out. Why, that was Psynergy, wasn't it? Are they Adepts? Who are you? Are you the ones who defeated Poseidon? That's quite something. Who are you that you could defeat that Leviathan? If you're strong enough to defeat Poseidon, you're too dangerous to enter Lemuria. The king's orders are clear. We cannot grant you entry. King? Who is your king? His Highness, King Hydros, of course. His Majesty has ruled over Lemuria for centuries. King Hydros has decreed that Lemuria must be kept safe from dangerous outsiders. You say that we are dangerous, but you do not include me as well? Pierce! Did you join them in battle against Poseidon? Impossible. Everyone knows you possess great courage, but you still are a mere Lemurian. Such comments do us all a great disservice. I battle fiercely alongside my friend. Leave our landing to me. You have my word that we shall create no problems during our stay. Will you not permit us to enter? Pierce, I know you are a man of your word, but the king's orders must stand. You understand that we cannot simply ignore the king's orders, don't you, Pierce? What is King Hydros doing? So you people really take your king seriously, don't you? Insolent pup, do not dishonor the king of Lemuria. We're peaceful but quick to anger. Pup? I must be twice your age. Who are you calling pup? You wish to see Lemuria, and yet you know so little of us. I'm far older than you. Show respect. Pah, older than me? Inconceivable. Or actually, Kraden, these two are perhaps older than all of you combined. Bobby must have spoken of this to you. In Lemuria, time passes quite slowly. Well, I suppose I recall something of that sort of another, maybe. But to imagine for a moment that these two gentlemen are older than I am, it's a bit much. Perhaps I was rude, and I hope you accept my apology. My ignorance misled me. Well, just so long as we're clear on that. But if your fighting is as skilled as your wordplay, then perhaps you aren't so dangerous to us. I agree. Perhaps His Majesty will provide an exception in their case. King Hydros might be willing to reverse his order if we confer with him, wouldn't he? We shall speak with him at once. King Hydros has been seeking news from beyond the Sea of Time. He will want to see you. Wait here. How long do you think we'll be waiting? Good point. Time means little to most Lemurians. Mere moments to us could seem like a lifetime to outsiders. You seem young to me, and yet you are probably an old man among your people. I would imagine that you have probably done enough waiting in your lifetime. King Hydros instructed us to be kind to the elderly at all times. They seem trustworthy enough. Shall we let them in? I can see no reason not to. We won't get in trouble, will we? I will be with them. Now please, let me walk the streets of my home once more. I beseech you. Now we place our trust in each of you. You may enter, but don't do anything rash. If you cause any trouble, we'll hunt you down and exact swift and terrible vengeance. Do we have your word? Of course. Ooh, finally! What could be waiting for me in Lemuria? Can't wait another moment. Oh, hush. I'll keep a close eye on them. You have nothing to fear. Very well, Pierce. We place our faith in you, then. Enter freely and peaceably? You must already be aware of this, but you are not permitted to enter the palace. If the king were to find out about this, we'd be in big trouble. Don't worry, I won't let that happen. Is this Eidos really so fearsome? Fearsome isn't the right word. King Eidos has lived longer than anyone. He's most wise. While everyone respects him and holds him in great reverence, it would be a mistake to call it fear. I certainly do not fear him. The king, he what? You'll understand once you meet the king yourself. But that doesn't matter now. Let's go. To Lemuria, the city you've all been longing to see. Now, before we enter, I want to do something. I want to save my game. And I want to move one certain item from one character to another. And that item is the Lash Pebble to Pierce. And there's a reason why. I've never seen this before, but I want to see it now. So this is Lemuria, the almighty town of immortal people who prospered by being cut off from the rest of civilization since forever, I guess. Cannot remember the last time we had a visitor in Lemuria. Not a great while, certainly. More of the same today and every day. Nothing around here ever changes. And yet, the atmosphere isn't exactly that of a town of impressive technology and prosperity. No one in Lemuria feels any passion for anything. They're lazier than a cat in a sunbeam. Can I? Huh, there must be something here. No. Okay. Lemuria is now diseased. No war. Anyone who saw it would think it is a paradise. And yet, all who come to our city seek to leave it soon after arriving. I too wish to leave. Haven't been surprised in ages. If I don't know if I do what I'd do if something happened. Also, whenever you find one of these butterflies, scoop. There sometimes is stuff, but sometimes there's nothing. Let's see, maybe here? No. Do you wish to test your luck to the spring of Lemuria? Not yet. I'll do it later. Let's take a turn. If you change your mind, let me know. Okay. No one is luckier than him who believes in his luck and has friends who believe in him. Drinking from the spring restores a vigor and vitality. Want a sip? Can I really do that? Okay, cool. Mind read? These turtles have lived in the spring forever. It must be the water that does it. And again, we'll try to scoop where the butterfly is. Aha! Lucky medal. In Lemuria, we do not grow old. It must seem quite odd to us from the outside world. I've aged so slowly, I no longer fear death, but at the same time I have no motivation at all. Oh! Goodness! Felix, look over here! This palace is magnificent! Okay, we want to look at the palace. Okay, let's look at the palace then. This place is remarkable. Truly remarkable. Who goes there? I've not seen you in Lemuria before. Wait a moment. You must be the travelers who arrived with Pierce. Is your name Felix, perchance? Pierce? You mean Pierce the Lost One? Have I earned a title in my absence? Well, worry not. Pierce is lost no more. I seek counsel with King Idris. Has His Highness been told of my return? The word was sent, but I do not know if he has reached the king. What do you mean? Lord Conservatio is meeting with His Highness as we speak. Not Conservatio. What's wrong, Pierce? You don't look pleased to hear that name. Kraden, what do you think of what you've seen of Lemuria? It is a magnificent city. Or do you mean the castle? Both are magnificent. And you, Felix, do you agree? Ah yes, you marvel not at its present condition, but at the greater splendor of its past. In ages past, Lemuria was a far lovelier, more grand and more lively city. His Highness the King tells of days gone by of a more brilliant Lemuria long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lemuria has fallen into the slow collapse, a city that has lost its spark. Lemuria, as you see it, is only a shadow of the city of legend. If only I had the chance to see the city in all its splendor. But how does Conservatio figure in? King Idris believes that our decay is related in some way to alchemy. Alchemy? King Idris wants to find a way to stop the ruin of Lemuria. If there were anything we could do to help stop it, we would. But the senators are unwilling to take actions. They're stubborn, and they fear any change. Senate? Senate? What's a Senate? The Senate is the group of elders who determine policy in Lemuria. Lord Conservatio holds the highest office in the Senate. The Senate usually opposes any new ideas or proposals introduced before it. Word of our arrival will never reach the king as long as Conservatio has his ear. And his conversations with the king are incredibly long. We have no choice but to wait patiently here. Why don't we spend our time looking around Lemuria until then? Right. Let's try to do another scoop here. No, wrong tile. It's the tile above. Thank you. Nope, nothing. King will be thrilled to hear the Stars and Spears are returned. King holding council with Lord Conservatio right now. It will be a while before you can see him. Okay. How much longer Conservatio being there? We've been talking for ages. I heard Pierce was back, but I didn't believe it until now. You seem much more confident, Pierce. Everyone has been noticing it. Okay. I wanted to go and talk to more people over here. How old am I again? I quit counting after I turned 200, and that was long ago. King Idris is far older than I am. How old is he? Isn't there like another path over here? There was a path over to this side. No, okay. However, there is a path over here. If it weren't for the people in castle, the Lemurians would probably let themselves starve. There is a butterfly, so again I will scope. And there is something here. Aha! Rusty's Sword that will eventually do something with, but... Thank you. This should lead us to either a treasure... What's a... It's a cow. The Lemurians are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long. Where does this lead to? Question mark. It's gotta be something here. No? Then maybe... over here? Oh yeah, there's definitely something here. Come on. Okay. Hard nut for defense, right? You know what? Jenna gets it. There's a house up here, but I don't want to check that one yet. Let's see. There are more people around here. What about you? Life never changes here in Lemuria. It can get rather dull, you'll find. Sometimes I think the buildings fall apart faster than we age. I would feel surprised to see outsiders here, but I can't remember how to be surprised. Long ago, a man named Lumpa drifted to our island. That was quite a surprise. Someone else came with him, but he fled so quickly. What was his name again? He's talking about Lord Bobby, who came with Lumpa to this island. It's an island after all. What's over here? We are the only children in Lemuria. I often wish there were other children to play with. It's been many, many years since a new child was born in Lemuria. Lemurians love children, but they only remain children for such a short time. Are there other children in the lands beyond the Sea of Time? Are there other people? Everyone spoils me so much. I don't even want to grow up. By another 20 or 30 years, I'll be an adult. Oh well, at least some kind of change. And this is House of the Senate. Are you the warriors from beyond the Sea of Time who returned with Pierce? What can you uncivilized louts hope to bring to Lemuria? Nothing, we just visited. Can't check that. Oh shit. He can read my mind. I mean, he knows that we can read our minds. We Lemurians are master of Psynergy. Your powers are not special here. Cool. Come what may, I cannot approve of anyone setting alchemy loose on the world. Well, it's happening. All the members of the Senate must remain opposite to breaking the seal. As long as we remain united, King Idris cannot take any action to complete his plan. The problem is that even if you do that, there are people who are doing it, and actually we are doing it. Are the Lemuria falling to decay, I ask you? Nay. Only by casting aside alchemy has the world been saved from itself. Certainly Lemuria has lost some of the splendor that once filled the streets, but to think that alchemy could restore this madness itself. And now rumors abound of a group of fools who are actually attempting to restore alchemy. It is only because alchemy was sealed away that the world has enjoyed this lasting peace. We have our own reason to do that. It's not like we want to do it. Well, I can't say why we want to do it, because it's spoilers for the end of the game, of course. If alchemy were loose upon the world, people would fight again to control the son of sages. Alchemy must remain sealed away for no other reason than avoid the strife. Long ago, power of alchemy was abused in the ways that might bring about the end of the world. Because it was sealed away, the king claims the world has begun to wither and decay. Oh. Ever since alchemy was sealed, time itself has seemed frozen. In my mind's eye, I do not see anyone who will go along with the king's plan. What about this room? Do you seek to know more about the draughts that provide us with such longevity? Yeah, sure. Once Lemurians bottled special draughts to live here and travel through Weyard. A man named Bobby stole the remainder of our precious draughts and fled Lemuria. Even though we no longer prepare the draught, the water of our springs sustain us. Yeah, we've saw that. Okay, that's it for the House of the Senate. Now, talking about the spring, let's go and check the spring. I wish to test my luck, please. Get out of here. You should face away from the spring. Okay, I don't even want to talk to these guys. It's the same spring that we saw in Golden Sun 1. Except this time it has different prices. I'm saving my gains just in case I don't get it. Because there is one unique prize. Okay, so just as I did in Golden Sun 1, I mean, this works exactly the same. There are some prices that you can get on the inner circle, some on the yellow inner, some on the... You got the bullseye, the yellow inner, the purple outer circle, the yellow outer circle, the gray outer circle, and then outside. So let's do this one more time. Here's what you get for the bullseye, and we need that summon. That's a summon. Then you only get it the first time you get a bullseye. Then here's what you get for the yellow inner circle. Here's what you get for the purple outer circle. Here's what you get for the yellow outer circle. Here's what you get on the gray outer circle. And here's what you get outside. Good. Now that you've seen that, let's do it. We just need one bullseye. And then we'll just use all of our lucky coins to get whatever we get. Oh, Water of Life. We got 10 more lucky medals. Let's go. No. Come on. Really? 2 coins? Oh, I threw a coin. I thought I was throwing a lucky medal. Come on. Stop in the center. Did we get the center right? Summon tablet, please. Thank you. Good. Now let's waste the rest of the lucky coins, see what we get. I mean, lucky medal. Now. Okay, what do you get with that? A crown. Crown of glory. Now, let's see. Is that a perfect bullseye? Hey, look at that. Almost perfect, but still in the most inner circle. Nice. Aegis shield. Now wait, let me just no wait. Let me just check the inventory. Yeah, because we don't have a lot of space left. So yeah, I will gotta throw some stuff away. And there's not even a shop here now that I think about it. We're just gonna have to throw some junk. Let's see. Got tickets. What can I throw away, honestly? Guess the antidotes can go? And how much space do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna have to throw away all the attack items at this point. No, just drop buff. Yes. Drop buff. Yes. Drop buff. Yes. Jesus, this is hard. It's not even hard. It's like... Okay. Now we have a bit more spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have a lot now. Okay, let's go. Might end up having to throw some equipment away. Wow, we got nothing. I mean, we still get something. A potion. Please got a potion. Let's see. And it's another Aegis shield. Yeah, we might end up just... we might end up just... Oh, okay. We might end up just having to throw away some items. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, what's that? The Brilliant Circlet. Many of these items I've never got. I always get the summon, and then I get what I get. Okay, what do we get now? Minerva Helm. Okay. No. 3 more. Wow. Got to the outside. Okay, another potion. Perfect. I mean, perfect. Not really, but... Throw a lucky medal. Ooh, that sucks. Ooh, okay. Okay. That went unexpectedly well. And that's a weapon. The last one, right? Last lucky medal. Now. Cool. We got the bullseye. Wasn't expecting to get a bullseye. Please. Okay, good. I was like, please not another edgy shield. We got the Estia blade. Okay, run out of lucky medal. Let's actually take a look of all the junk we've got. So the Hestia blade unleashes crucible fire. Holy shit, that attack. Although, huh? What about this? Heat shatter. Okay, you take it. Pierce, you take this. And you will take the Hestia blade. Nice. And then what do we get? We got this, right? Crown of Glory restores PP over time. Defense 40, PP recovery 8. Huh. Could be good for her, actually. She had the clarity circlet. This whole time she had the clarity circlet. Yeah. Raises evasion. Increases crits. Huh. Oh, that's going on Felix, right? But he has the power gloves. They're so good. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Pierce. Raise your defense and get more unleash. Raises luck. Luck 10, huh? Oh, it's better for Djinn, huh? What does Djinn have right now? Oh, the pure circlet. Switch that. Then what? Minerva Helm. Raises PP. Anything else? 20 more PP. Drops attack. He has got... Felix is just full attack. It's so good. Sure, you know what? Pierce, you take it. Nice. Got a lot of cool equipment too. Right, now let me check something. You have the Lash Pebble. Okay. So. I think we want to check this house first. Because this is the one that does not advance the plot. Now the Pierce has returned, maybe he'll share his tales of the outside world with me. The Senate passed the law that prohibits us from leaving, but Pierce was carried out to sea by the tidal wave. He can't be blamed for that. I've never been outside of Lemuria, I don't know what the rest of the world is like. If there weren't laws prohibiting us from leaving, I would be gone in an instant. Who knows what wonders lie across the sea of time, I'd love to know, but I can't stand places with little culture, no advanced civilization. Right. So now we should be able to advance the plot by going here, right? You're the travelers that came here with Pierce? I'm sorry it has taken me so long to visit, Uncle. Pierce, you're alive! Yes, I managed to survive against a great many trials. What a fascinating coincidence. We stumbled across Pierce's uncle's house. I must thank you for all for looking after my nephew. Sorry. I butchered that so hard. This is Felix and Kraden. They are my friends and have aided me tremendously. If my sister could only hear how timid young Pierce has become a mighty warrior. Where's my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had the chance to see her. Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother's always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she? There is still illness in Lemuria? My mother was born with a weak heart. Pierce, I'm sorry, your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother? Where is she now? She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You should find her. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Pierce? You're right. Pierce probably needs some time alone right now. I'm so relieved that Pierce has returned to me alive. He's the last of my relatives. Without him, I would be alone. Poor Pierce, being born in Lemuria and gifted with long life. Only to lose his father in his youth and his mother now. He faces many long years of loneliness. Wait. I asked that you leave Pierce to his mourning for now. Now he's struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Pierce was right to bring you here. Pierce told me his secret, his mission that was given by His Highness the King. Even had the tidal wave not carried Pierce off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Pierce told you about this, did he not? He didn't! Curious, I can't understand why he would do that. If Lord Conservatio had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Pierce has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me that he hasn't at least told you that much. Did Pierce tell you nothing before bringing you here to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Pierce confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lumpa. Lumpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you. All I need is a bird to carry it all to him in his tower. There, you should be able to see him now. Hashtag, that's not how carrier pigeons work! I always get mad about this. Carrier pigeons are return only. You can't just send a pigeon to a place. Anyway. This is the tower. Are you kids Pierce traveling companions? The door is broken, I'm afraid. But I opened a window just above the door. Sorry about this, but you have to climb through here. Now what happens? I don't have a latch to go up there. What's the matter? Can't you climb up? Fine, just a moment. You came all this way and you got stuck here? You can't be very bright. Oh, cool. There, is that better? Now climb up here. Because this happens if Pierce has the lash babble and you can't lash this up there. You see this extra line of dialogue. I've never seen this before. I wanted to know what happens. Anyway, we can go up, but I don't think there's anything up here, is there? No, it's just scenic viewpoint and nothing else, I guess. Well, let's go see Lumpa. Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone can travel so far across the world in this age. Say, Pierce isn't with you. Why not? His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave. Of course, his mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Well, Pierce may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Pierce brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right? Ah, Pierce had done quite well in finding you. What mission could have the good King Idris have assigned to Pierce? What? Pierce has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy? No, we have to break the seal anyway. Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We're only firing the lighthouses beacons to gain their freedom. King Idris told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing? I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals? Crowd join us on this quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolby. Bobby? I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't... Master Lumpa, the Bobby we speak of, is the same man you knew long ago. Ah, so he's still out there living in the outside world. Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it. Most accurate? My, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase. He was living, yes, until recently, that is. So, Bobby passed away, only recently, you say? When he finally ran out of the mystic drought, his spirits began to wane. Then, I no longer know anyone in the world outside. But aren't you Lumpa the Rider's thief? I was called that once, long ago. Why do you ask? I bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know. Who would that be? There's a town called Lumpa in the northern Angara. A man named Dompa lives there. I settled that village. And Dompa, he's my son. Now your grandson, Dodompa, rules over your village. Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word. But it's an accurate one, Lumpa. Dodompa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara. What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen? Master Lumpa, don't you have any idea how old Dompa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set the Dompa straight? If only I could. Is this the only reason we are here? To bring news of the outside world? Yes, I'm sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss. But before we begin, there's one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix? Clearly, your judgment on this matter is fucked. I was saying yes. You can speak. Of course you can speak. I was saying yes for that. Well, whatever. I've discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again. Why are you telling us all of this now? Cause he promised to do that, Djinn, a few episodes ago. You forgot already? Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd the Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reach Lemuria? See, she gets it. That's why she's the best. Yes, may I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished. I formed certain theories now, suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy. Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria? And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true. But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean? If your theories are correct, the world itself would wane and vanish, won't it, Kraden? Pierce never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you. What do you mean? King Idris and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Kraden. You do? Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No, they are not. But this is not the only sign of the decay you have theorized. I think it best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty King Idris. Yes, Kraden, we shall go to visit the king. But King Idris is in a council with Lord Conservatio. We might not be allowed in. Conservatio? That fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservatio. Come with me. Gah, stupid door. Aha! Bah, at last you're open. To the king's chambers. Lampa ought to be as old as Lord Babby was, but he has so much energy. He's got a fire in him. I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Babby, though. But come, Felix, to the king's palace we go. And we'll visit the king. This episode will be quite long, as if you haven't guessed already. We're already 40 minutes, but we're gonna keep going. We'll finish the story arc. We can't just stop now. Seek the counsel of His Highness, the king. Follow dispatches to the doors at the end. Oh dear, use Psynergy in the palace of the good King Hydrus. Well, ill-mannered buffoons. Okay. His Highness never leaves in a meeting with Conservatio in a good mood. Good luck. His Highness the King is most temperamental, which is a rare trait in Lemurians. Lord Conservatio is calm and collected, like a true Lemurian. Okay, well, there are a lot of rooms you have to go into. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a lamp. King Hydrus is the wisest of all Lemurian kings, but I understand why Conservatio and his Senate oppose the king's plans. His Highness is worried that Lemuria will wither away. What a ridiculous notion. Elemental lighthouses. The beacons of the 4 elemental lighthouses brighten the fringes of Weyard. History of Lemuria. Only traces of the once brilliant land of Lemuria remain today. A book called The People of Lemurian. The chosen master of water will be a native son of Lemuria. Here's a book called Alchemy and Ancient Civilization, Part 2. Those who master alchemy shall master the world. Part 1. Through the use of alchemy, civilization undergoes great growth and improvement. Okay. And we only have to go up, really, but is there another room here? Of course there is. Nothing in here? What then? What's with all these bathrobes? What are all the baths? Huh. I've never seen that dialogue before. Anything in the barrel? No. Anything in this barrel? Haha. Can't carry anymore. Well, okay then. It's not that we need more lucky medals, anyway, we can just leave it there. There's nothing. Wait, there's a NPC on the other side. Conservatio the king were yelling so loudly that I could hear them from out here. Lord Conservatio only raises his voice when he speaks with the king. Their debates frighten me, I can't stand the yelling. Can't you just go away? He's still in this chamber with Lord Conservatio. Why is he granting them entrance? Lord Conservatio holds the most power in Lemuria after the king. I don't think he'll take kindly to the advice of outworlders like these. Hi? The Senate holds King Hydrus in poor regard because he favors Lumpa's wisdom over their own. I trust the king. If his majesty is wrong, the fault lies in Lumpa, not with him. Okay, what about you? You are Lord Felix, correct? Well, we're not a lord, that we are a different class, but yeah, sure. It would seem the warriors of which you spoke have arrived. So it would, your highness. I shall call them to us immediately. There's no need, Lumpa. Let us go to them. Hydrus, would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservatio. I am merely going where they are. I have something that I wish to show everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sir, I will not go to them. Do as you will, Conservatio. However, we shall go. I heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome. Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba, Jenna, Felix, and Kraden. Kraden is the one who told me of the outside world civilization of their condition. Ah, Kraden. Lumpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, your highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydrus? Some civilization have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent peers to confirm this for me. So you admit it, Hydrus. You violated the directive of the Senate. You used the tidal wave as your chance to send peers away despite our commands. You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone. Conservatio, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was it that you intended to have Pierce confirm? This map shows the ancient world, when Lemuria still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Loompa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago. I used this map to sail around the world, it's quite accurate. Incredible! You understand, Kraden? What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age. That's insane! It's not insane, it's true. Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Loompa's map are clearly smaller. Lies. Nothing but lies. What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservatio. And what do you expect we'll believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? If you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Pierce, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not? Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea. And what did you find? I found in truth that Loompa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now that it appears on Loompa's map. What are you saying? Time itself had stopped. Think of Weyard as a living, breathing being possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being. Kraden, this is exactly what King Idris himself has said to me. Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Weyard prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped his own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish his weakened body again. But if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die. Weyard is wasting away, its contents shrinking because the spring has never come. Hydros, how can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive. Tell me, Conservatio, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydrus? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons on both Mercury and Venus lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? Yes, but we have to. It's not like we have a choice. You know they could bring about the destruction of the world and yet you did it anyway? My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons. I do indeed, Conservatio, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by knowing that as I do, that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydrus. Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Pierce out again. And I will go, Lord Conservatio. Felix has need of my powers. Then go, Pierce, but if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return. You will be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the world matter. I will take my leave of you, Hydrus. But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through this madness. What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I've already heard of this problem from Pierce. This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief. I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful Psynergy. Seems to? You're not certain? This is a Psynergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include Pierce in our numbers, we have one adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the Psynergy that this contains. King Idris believes the item can only be used by one who wields Psynergy of the Earth. If I'm not mistaken, it is a powerful Psynergy we call Grind. If you master the Psynergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore. With Grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea. Go, brave adepts! Your hands may be the remaining lighthouses. By your hands, may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more. That Psynergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a very few people. The designers that given to you should illustrate how great its expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. But we're counting on you, Felix. Okay, but I have no space in my inventory, so just give me a second, I'll drop this. Actually, now I have space in my inventory, never mind. I dropped it for nothing. Do not listen to Conservatio, we cannot let the world wither and die. Go, brave adepts. By your hands, okay, blah blah blah. My people will not desire change, but they cannot let that stop me. I do this not for myself, but for all those who are yet to be born throughout Weyard. You must sail to the Western Sea, do not worry about Lemuria. Ignite the elemental beacons. Conservatio lacks the conviction to discuss these matters with the people of Lemuria. His Majesty has come to this decision on his own, without the counsel of his advisors. This is why I must remain by his side and support this decision. And is this something? No. The Diary of Idris. Pierce is most definitely still alive. I pray for his safe return. And that's that, actually. So yeah, in just a minute we'll end the episode with us leaving Lemuria. But I want to go ahead and go over here, as I believe this is where. No. I think you can talk with Conservatio again, but I'm not sure where. So I'm just going to leave. It's probably nothing important anyway. Well, we've done everything we could have done. Let's leave Lemuria. Felix, are we setting off now? Then to sea we go. Pierce? Yes, Sheba, what is it? There's something I'm meaning to ask you, something I have to ask you. Ask me, Sheba. You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really? Is that your question, Sheba? It's not important. It is to me. If you're much older than us, then I'm afraid we're not showing you the proper respect. She's got a point. Don't worry about such things. Please treat me as you have all along. No, that won't do. You have to tell us. What? Come now, this is silly. No, Pierce, tell me. You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect and yet you make demands of me? Come on, Pierce, you can't tell us. How old are you really? This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you? I knew it. Come on, Felix, can't you get them off my back? I can't. I'm a silent protagonist. You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you. But before we end the episode, I mean, we have to end it with something done at least, and there's a Djinn here that we couldn't get before because we didn't have grind. Also, can you somehow learn grind? No, it has to be Felix, so switch for the mist potion. Okay, makes sense. Felix, you now have grind, so grind this down. Okay, and then if we keep going around here somewhere, I don't remember where exactly, we'll just have to find it. Is it here? Yeah, okay, there it is. There's this place that we can go to, and this leads to... It's a similar place to the one where we arrived, except we can go down here. And we have to do something here, right? Is it? No. Oh, it's here. Okay. You go here and cyclone. And then the genie runs away. And then you do tremor on the statue. Hey there, come with me. Join my party. Prime. And that's the only Djinn you can find here, actually. So, we're setting off. To sea we go. There's one more thing I want to do after we leave Lemuria. So I'll show you the way out. It's not too hard, actually. Wait, what's not over here? Where do we have to go? Okay, over to this side. And then down. There's literally just one more thing I want to do, and then we're good. Okay, we're out again. So all you gotta do here is go over here. Actually, is it here or is there like another exit? No, it's this one. It's where you fought Poseidon. And you just go over to this side and grind this. Grind? And this is a quick way out, because there will be a current in a second. Oh, we have to do another grind? Sure, we'll do it again. By the way, you can actually come to this map much earlier, except you'll find this rock. You can come from the other side, and you'll find... I think you can come from the other side. And you can find that... You'll find that rock. Yeah, here you are. So... Before we end the episode, I will cut ahead over to Yellum because we have a bunch of things to do there. See you in a second. Okay, here we are. We arrived at Yellum. We have a bunch of things to forge. Really? Leave me alone, guys, please. We have a bunch of things to forge, and, well, actually, it's just like 3 things. And we have to sell. We have to sell. Because our inventory is full of junk. We need to free some space. So let's just free some space first. Now I don't want to buy, I want to sell. Okay, girl. Cloudbrand, gone. The Sea God Steer, sure. Sell that as well. We don't need that anymore anyway. Anything over here? Nothing really. So, Clarity Circlet, it's gone. Thanatos Mace, it's gone. The Tartarus Axe, it's gone. Nothing else over here, really. We have an Aegis Shield that's... Okay, this is surplus. Let's go. Sell it. Viking Helm is gone. Lightning Sword, gone. Pure Circlet, gone. Mail Cap, gone. Okay, we have cleaned our inventory now. We have 2 weapons to fix, right? And we have a Sylphid. Let's see. Yeah, we got these 2, and we got a feather. This is actually one of the last times we'll be able to access this myth. Because once we're in the Western Sea, we'll probably just get a lot of materials and then come back here once we're done with everything in the Western Sea. Because coming back from there to here is a bit long. So you might as well take advantage of the blacksmith while we still can, and it's not a hassle to come back, you know. And we got this. This is a Glover Staff. Is that even useful for anyone? Flash Force. It is better for Xena, so you know what? Take it. We do have 2 more things to do. A sword. Alright, here we go. I'll go back out. That has to be good. I mean, it was in Lemuria. It's better be good. What is it? Corsair's Heads. Lunar Slash. It sucks. Great. Okay, so we have this. This is the only thing we have. We'll get what we get. Hopefully something cool. We got a weapon for this, right? Yeah, we already got the weapon. Which is that weapon that was dealing like 400 damage in the last dungeon. Let's hope we get something different. What am I gonna get? Nope, another weapon. Well, that means money for us. We can just go ahead and sell all the things we don't need. Okay, we used like 25,000. Corsair Heads, gone. Sylph Rapier, gone. And there's another Sylph Rapier. Sure. We sell 2 of them. And that's that. With that, we are done with today's episode. That was a long one, but I just wanted to get that segment out of the way so I can practice the next part. Because this is as far as we go. Again, I will take a break from this game to do another one. Then we'll come back to Golden Sun 2, as we'll have the second half of the game to do. This old part right here. Okay? See you all next time.